So something that a lot of people struggle with, but if you learn how to do in the right way, makes all of the difference in Photoshop, is getting good active regions, getting good selections. So let me show you what I mean. Let's say that you want to combine this image with this image. So basically have this duck maybe sitting behind the flower, something like that. How do you go about doing that? So if you just try to do something like, use the marquee tool that I've already shown you, create an active region, copy, so Command C to copy, Command V to paste. What you have is you have two layers, and on one of the layers is something that looks like this. This isn't what we want. This is totally useless. We're still seeing the white right here. So I'm going to delete that right there and create a new layer. What we want to do is we want to get rid of this white. So in order to do that, let me increase the size of this layer. If you want to delete something out of a layer, the first thing to do is to right-click and rasterize the layer, just so it's now a normal layer, not a smart object right there. So we've already learned about the marquee tool. It's that thing that allows you to create a square active region. The next thing that I want to show you is the magic wand tool. Now, these three tools right here, the marquee tool, the magic wand tool, and the lasso tool, which I'll get into shortly, all deal with similar things. They all deal with how to create active regions, and they just approach it in different ways. So the wand tool, what it does is it takes a sample of one color and then grabs everything that's that color. And then when I hit delete, it deletes everything that's that color because that's the active region. If I was using a brush, I would only be able to paint inside of that right there. So I just hit delete.
Impressive.
Yeah. Look at me making a basic selection. Thank you. I didn't mean to push myself down and so. So there's a couple of problems. Yeah. Problem with the eyes. So I'm gonna undo a couple of times. If I just press Command Z, remember that doesn't get the job done. I'm gonna open up the history palette and I'm gonna go back to here. I'm going to right-click, deselect, and remember that you need to be on one of the selection tools in order to right-click and deselect, and not even all of them work. So you'll see I had the magic wand, and right-clicking, there's no way to deselect from there. So, just something to be aware of. There's a couple of options to be very aware of in the magic wand tool, and I'm not going to tell you all of them as to not to overwhelm. The biggest one I want to show you right now is contiguous. Contiguous means, is it touching? So if I just zoom out right here, and now I select this area right here, you can see it doesn't get the eyes because it's not touching. So you can see I accidentally clicked this here, done, delete, and I'm going to just click it. That deselects it too. I'm going to try to move it. Oh, not working. I have the wrong tool selected. Going to go to the move tool. I'm going to see all with Command 0. Command T to transform. Look how quickly I'm going through these shortcuts. But what I really want is I really want this duck sticking out from behind the flower. So how would I go about doing that? Because, clearly this is an image that needs to get made. All right, so in order to do that, I'm going to try selecting the flower. I'm going to use the wand tool, and it's not working. And the way to solve this, if it's not working this way, is see if the background is more of a solid color than the foreground. And in this case, it very much is. So let me show you some more complicated things with the wand tool in the next lesson.